Ladies and gentlemen, I was going to say goodnight to my wonderful guests, but something hit me and laugh at me. But I suddenly thought about Gilligan's Island. I don't know how many of you remember Gilligan's Island, that great series from way back when. I'm just old enough to remember it slightly. And the one thing which people always said, why couldn't they get off the island? They could build a radio out of two coconuts, but why couldn't they get off the island? Because they felt community there, because they created a microcosm of community, of care, of friendship there. And that's why we all watched this show and didn't say, I'm turning it off because please, they can build a damn raft. Um, I'm offering a challenge now to our guests here. I was brought up in a different kind of home than they were. I was brought up on a different level of faith than they were. Um, I'm a jaded soul. I'm an irreligious person. So I look at things, and in my line of work, I even do this. In every line of work, I dissect, I look at, I figure the spin, the reason, the story, whatever. But in the end, I would love to have my heart opened. I'd love to be further inspired. So I'm presenting this challenge. Gentlemen, convince me to go to your show because it's going to change my jaded life. On your mark, get set. Kevin, go.
Okay, well, Jay, what I would say is, in my way of looking at it, everybody is a person of faith. Because what is faith? Faith is believing in things not seen. So, Jay, for you to do your job, you have to have faith. You don't know how many clients you're going to get. You don't know how successful the shows will be, but you have faith in something you can't quite see yet. But then what drives you? Love, the passion, the wanting to see things come together. Well, that's what faith is. It's it's undergirded by love. And this show has lots of love in it. We've added one more faith element. And that one more faith element is we actually, there are certain characters who pray. Not all of them. Not all of them. They are a bunch of knuckleheads. They are very much jaded people in many respects. But what pulls them all together is that there's one person who had faith in all of them. And that person held, and she was the youngest, she's the youngest cast member. Um, um, but she has faith like a child that it's going to work out. And eventually she pulls most of them along because in her love, in her faith, she believes that she sees the good. She sees the eventual good in people. She sees that they have more in common than they don't have in common. And she's able to get them to see that. And when you're able to show people that, that just opens your heart to maybe even having a greater exploration of faith. I kind of put it this way. I'll end with this. If somebody gave you a counterfeit $100 bill and you found out it was counterfeit, would you throw out all your money? No, you throw out the counterfeit bill because you have faith that the $1 bill in your wallet is a real dollar bill. So faith is real and love is real. And those, when you connect those two ideas together, walls come down and people can begin to understand and love one another again.
I wish that $100 was real. I got a lot of ones in my wallet. It'd be nice. Real. That was very powerfully said. That was very powerfully said. Hector, he cracked my veneer. Tag team, you're up.
So I think tagging along to what Kevin was saying is that character Zuzi. I think just her example in the show is inspiring to what a faith-based person should be acting or should be doing. She's very good at determining what is the right thing to do into play, what's the wrong thing to do into play, and just her being that example, and having that faith is really just inspiring, so I think she's she's the reason why it's made me feel good, watching the show. And that's pretty much all I have to say. I mean, I think her inspiration to the other characters in the show, you just feel that sense of love, like she just has that love that most of us need in our lives. So
we need an inspiration. We need someone to
Yes.
look at and say, if they can, why can't I?
Mhm.
Nice. Very good. All right, I'm battening down the hatches here. Okay, Joel, lay it on me.
All right, brother Jay, this is why you should come see this show. All right. Just like there are subliminal messages in the entertainment we watch, there are subliminal messages in this wonderful play. All right. And when you come see this show, what you're going to see is a family up there, a family of real characters going through real drama, and then you see little by little how their faith builds up and how it takes time to build that faith up. From sometimes how can I say this? We tend to make the wrong things in our life our number one source. And in this case, they made money, win a lot of money, and how it brought them together, but also how it broke them down. But at the end, this little girl Susie's faith brought them all back together and reminded them what's important in life: family, together, union, relationships, doing things together, God. And this person might not want to hear it, but eventually that subliminal message of God and the word will touch this person's heart. And they might not know what it is, but they're going to leave that theater saying, yeah, I need to start seeking the right thing. And maybe it is the higher thing. And it's going to make them question themselves. And it's going to make them curious. And it's going to make them start discovering. Just like this play does. It makes people discover who they are, what they really want in life, what's really important in life, and it makes them, it's a good jingle. The music is awesome. So while they're thinking about this, they're going to be dancing. Oh, yes, he did.
Gee, Joel, how do you really feel about the show?
That's okay.
Jay, the show is going to make you feel like you want to be a better person.
Yes.
It's going to make you not take your loved ones for granted.
Mhm.
It's going to make you want to be more understanding. It's going to make you want to be more compassionate. And in a day of trouble, you might decide that one of the options open to you is prayer.
Mm.
Wow. Gentlemen, I am a jaded old soul. I've been doing this long enough. I used to smoke when it was in vogue, and I used to have cigars, and I'd sit there and say, "Tell me all about your show, baby." And you have really given me food for thought. You've really done that. I could cite different things that each one of you has said, but the bottom line is, if all three of you are so exuberant, from someone who just started with it to someone who has been with it since its inception, are equally as exuberant, then there is something there. Ladies and gentlemen, this show has taken itself all the way from humble beginnings, from an idea in Kevin's head, all the way through to this point. Now they're needing money to take it to the next level. They're needing producers, they're needing backers, they're needing, and Kevin's a .org. So I think you can also talk about donations for this as well. So what they're needing, what they're praying for is a miracle.
Mm.
And ironically, you can be that miracle.
Mm.
www.kevindavisproductions.org. You'll find out all about Kevin as a virtuoso musician. You'll find out all about these amazing individuals and so many more. And you'll find out about 1 in a Million musical. And that 1 in a Million should make $1 million. And I don't mean make $1 million, though that would be nice.
Yeah.
Make 1 million followers who now open their hearts and look inside and realize that we're all one group of people fighting the same fight. Gents, thank you. Thank you very much for giving me food for thought. Thank you for your time and telling me all about this amazing show. And may that miracle happen ASAP.
Yes.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
My pleasure. God bless you.
God bless.
You too.